Hey future millionaires, this is Phil from the Next Chapter team, and in this article review, we're going to go over the 3 accounts that many millionaires are using to get to their millionaire status. That's right, we're going to recap the 3 common accounts that people are utilizing to achieve their millionaire status. So before we jump into it, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share with some friends and family. And on top of that, get ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy this article review. Before we jump into the 3 accounts, the article calls out the findings of a survey of 10,000 millionaires. Some great findings here that I want to share with you guys before we jump into the 3 accounts. All right, so first up, 8 out of 10 millionaires invested in a 401k. Next, 3 out of 4 millionaires said one of the biggest things that helped them achieve this millionaire status is investing consistently. Regular, consistent investing helped them. Why? Because it led them to do dollar cost averaging. And as those highs and lows, and especially those lows, they're buying. So when it bumped up, they enjoyed more gains. Next up, 79% of millionaires did not receive an inheritance at all. And of those 21% of millionaires that received an inheritance, only about 3% of these 10,000 millionaires surveyed actually received an inheritance of $1 million or more. So this is wild. So 10 million people, 10 million millionaires respond to this survey, and these are the findings. Amazing. They did not report anything major or magical here on how they achieved their millionaire wealth. It was just a lot of consistent things. So let's get into these accounts. First up, they utilized Roth IRAs to, 1, enjoy tax advantage investing, 2, because it gave them the opportunity to invest in things beyond their mutual funds within their 401k. So again, Roth IRAs just recently in 2024, the max is now $7,000 per individual. There's some household income limitations around that, but still $7,000. $7,000 consistently over a 10 and 15 year span of time can really build up to some major money. And so these Roth IRAs are after-tax dollars, which leads to an advantage spot that you will be in when you are withdrawing the money from the Roth IRA. What's that advantage spot? So it goes like this. When you invest into a Roth IRA, you're doing after-tax dollars. So then, when you withdraw from the Roth IRA, it's tax-free on the federal level. Plain and simple, tax-free on the federal level. So that's a huge savings. Anything you withdraw from a Roth, as long as you do it after 59 and a half, is not taxable. This is huge. Next, second account that these millionaires surveyed called out, they utilized employer 401k. That's amazing, right? So the simple thing of utilizing an employer 401k was part of their recipe to help them become a millionaire. I've got some quick perspective on why that could be, and it really comes down to this. It's automated. It's straight out of your paycheck. You don't have to do it manually, and therefore it just happens. And then if you invest in consistently and you never touch that IRA, that 401k, then your balance just keeps growing and growing and growing. And then you enjoy that employer match. That's why every now and then when we do a 401k review, we do the mutual funds with the employer match. That employer match also grows and is invested in the same exact things that you invest in. So if you choose a large cap, a small cap, and a mid cap, that employer match also goes there. And then when you get to a point where many of these millionaires, I'm assuming, got to, where they're doing 15% or more, then they were really seeing some major balance growth. And over the span of time, you just keep growing and growing and growing. I actually even met someone recently. This person called out that all they did over the last 20 years was invest in their 401k. And their 401k mushroomed to close to $1 million. All they did was invest in their 401k, nothing else. 401k and enjoying the employer match and riding the ups and downs of the market consistently. That's what led them to be close to millionaire status. Finally, they utilized a brokerage account. So this is a taxable brokerage account. So again, just like an IRA, the taxable brokerage account has the opportunity to invest in anything you want. Any ETF you want that's with that brokerage firm, or any mutual fund that you want that brokerage firm. You can even do some single stocks if you want to. You can invest in anything you want. But doing that consistently is really the key. That consistent investing over and over and over, highs and lows, investing, really builds up the account over time. Okay, now let's do something fun here. Let's put this theory to work. 3 accounts. You've got a 401k, an IRA, an investment account, a traditional brokerage account. And let's put it to work here with a person or a couple that's making $100,000. They're 35 years of age, and they decided to take advantage of the employer match and such. They're going to do about $12,000 in their 401k. And then they're going to max out at least one Roth IRA, and that's $7,000. And then finally, with some little extra money, because they've really budgeted well, they've grown to this point. I want to be very clear here. You don't start out at the point of maxing everything out usually. So they grew here. They worked hard, and they've refined their spending plan to get here. And then so they now have additional $3,000 per year that they're able to do. So in total, they're saving about $22,000 per year, or a savings rate of 22%. Now let's see what the balance would be. And what we're going to do is we're going to assume here that their 401k had an annualized assumed growth rate of about 8%, their Roth IRA 7%, and then they want to be a little more conservative, so 6%. So I want to call out here. We're going to run this simulation over a long span of time, and we're not even breaking 10%. And we're going to see with these three accounts, can someone actually become a millionaire? Can a couple actually become a millionaire? I'm actually thinking they can. All right, now let's do the rundown. Let's see how long it takes a person to get to a millionaire status between these three accounts. So again, running with that $22,000 per year. 15 years, $571,000. Let's see what happens in 20. 20 years, $946,000. Because some people don't like to account for their home as their net worth, that's okay. Let's push this to the max. Let's prove that you can do it. Let's see. Do we get there in 25 years? Heck yeah, we do. All right, 25 years. 25 years investing consistently. Again, we assumed we had 8% on the employer 401k, 7% on your Roth, and 6% growth on your investment account. Now let's check it out. So your employer 401k would have had a balance of $877. $300,000 of that would have been just the investments. The other $577 would have been straight growth. Check that out. That is more growth than actual invested. Okay, next up, your invested on your IRA would have been $175, and then the growth would have been $267. These are $267,000, not $267, $267,000. Finally, looking at the brokerage account, you would have had $75,000 invested, and then growth of $89,000, roughly $90,000. And all that to make up your new portfolio, your projected portfolio, investing consistently for 25 years, $1.4 million. You guys can do this. You got to dial it in. I'm hoping this motivates you. 3 accounts that everyone has access to. This is not for the elites. This is for everyone. Everyone who's employed has access to a 401k. Everyone who is employed, depending on income limitations, can do either a Roth or traditional IRA. And then anyone can do an investment account. And oh, by the way, for my entrepreneurs who are watching this, you can do a self-directed 401k. So please, be pumped, be motivated, and invest. Get yourself to the point where you can invest consistently in the highs and lows. Past performance does not indicate of future performance. But again, I didn't even show you any funds. I just said, let's take a conservative guess. Nothing was over 10%. We can do this, people. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon. Now, let's do one last recap on this. 3 accounts. But before we jump into the 3 accounts that everyday millionaires are utilizing, let's go through the stats one more time. 8 out of 10 millionaires invested in a 401k. 3 out of 4 millionaires said regular investing consistently led to success. That's the high and low investing. They were not trying to time the market. They were just dollar cost averaging in. So buying on the high, buying on the low, and just keeping their head down and investing and not touching that money. 79%, number 3, 79% of millionaires did not receive any inheritance at all. And the 1 in 5, the 21% who did receive inheritance, only 3% of them actually received $1 million. So that means 97% of those 10,000 individuals who replied to the survey, 97% did it basically on their own. You can do it too. One more time, what are the 3 accounts that these millionaires were utilizing? They were utilizing a Roth IRA. They were utilizing an employer-sponsored 401k. And then for all of my entrepreneurs, you could do a self-directed 401k. And then finally, a brokerage account. And these individuals, a high percentage of these individuals were utilizing all 3. Hope you're inspired. See you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for staying to the end. This video is brought to you by the Next Chapter team. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. This will help the channel reach out to more individuals just like you. We offer one-on-one coaching where we work with people and small businesses to determine a clear path to achieving their financial goals. This includes things like budgeting to reduce debts, planning for big purchases, and even learning how to build wealth with the tools that you have readily available to you. So please see our link below to schedule a free 30-minute call with our team to talk through coaching and understanding your current financial situation. Also, check out some of our affiliate links below for high yield savings account. This is a great place to put your money when you're saving up for those big purchases and your emergency fund. Check out some of our videos right here, and please enjoy and see you in the next video.